The continents are in constant motion. As such, the African plate has been moving towards Europe for 100 million years. The Alps are the result of the collision of these two continents. This is how Mount Rigi was created. Mount Rigi is located at the heart of Switzerland, at the junction between central Switzerland and the Alps. During the folding of the Alps, the deposited subalpine molasse was uplifted and obliquely raised by the limestone plate. Strikingly slanted layers of Nagelfluh conglomerate and marl were formed. The Rigi can be categorized into the zone of the alpine rim with limestone rocks and the zone of deposited subalpine molasse with conglomerate rocks. Typical for conglomerate rocks are the rounded pebbles, which were transported from different areas by rivers, deposited, and finally solidified as Nagelfluh conglomerate. Before the mountain was in its present form, it was shaped by snow, ice, rivers, wind, and rain for several 100,000 years. The ice ages in particular had a profound effect on Mount Rigi. Like a present-day sea of fog, the mighty ice masses flowed around the entire Rigi Massif. Only the highest peaks could be seen protruding from the ice. About 18,000 years ago, the eternal ice began to melt, leaving behind the queen of the mountains, surrounded by lakes. Thus, the Rigi appears as a peninsula of the lakes, Lucerne, Zug, Lauritz. The surrounding lakes give the Rigi an incredible far-reaching view. On Rigi Kulm, you can see 620 alpine peaks, 13 lakes, and 24 of the 26 Swiss cantons. Thanks to warming temperatures, the Queen of the Mountains gradually dressed herself in plant garb. Today, about 1/3 of all plants native to Switzerland grow on Mount Rigi. This biodiversity is partly due to the many different types of rock and their minerals. For example, on the Hochfluhe, which is made of limestone rock, pine trees are most common. However, on the Grenselie, which is made up of the Nagelfluh conglomerate, spruce trees make up a large majority. The warmer temperatures brought not only plants, but also man and animals to the Rigi. Thanks to its sloping layers, the Rigi was and still is a gentle mountain. The relatively easy ascent of the mountain enabled an early start to the alpine agriculture. Not long after, the first tourists were coming to Mount Rigi. As a result, 200 years ago, the Mountain Hotel on Rigi Kulm was built. This was followed in the 1870s by the construction of Europe's first mountain railway. Since then, the history of the Rigi has continued to be written. And by the way, we now know how the Rigi got its name. The mountain was named after its strikingly sloping layers, also called Reginen. Derived from the Reginen, it later became known as Regina Montium, which in Latin means Queen of the Mountains.